I thought they were black. Start putting in these windows. This is where the house really starts coming together. That's it. All right, I got some help today. What are we doing?
We're putting in doors and windows.
Oh, let's go. So as you can see, we already got some stuff going on. So let's rewind just a little bit. Okay, maybe not go that far back, but yeah. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off with the zip system, knock this sucker out. I don't think I need to explain anymore. And this is the embarrassing moment when I was enclosing my camera in the house with no way to get back in. So this is my walk of shame as a YouTuber. Alright, y'all, alright. Yeah, that's why I am just drenched in sweat already. A lot of people have been asking, how come you don't wear your short sleeve shirts and shorts anymore? You used to do that all the time. Well, I like to be covered up because now that the sun's coming out, I'm starting to get burnt. So wrapping this zip system up really started to make this house look like a home. And then as you can tell right here, I'm just tracing out where the windows were. All I did was poke holes in the corners of the windows from the inside, draw lines, and then cut them out. Pretty simple. Alright guys, so we got our windows in there.
I thought they were black.
They are. Alright, so we ended up picking our windows up, and they are white on the inside, and then on the outside, they are black, which is freaking perfect for what we're going for. And we have learned, anytime you're gonna leave them for a while, go ahead and bust all the plastic. If not, the heat can stay in the plastic and literally crack your windows. We learned that the hard way at Shooting Ranch. So since we had the windows and doors cut and everything, no, we have not fully taped everything up. I actually had issues again with the air compressor. We're gonna have to return it. So I had to do what I could, and it took way longer. So I did get some tape. By the time you're seeing this, the whole front should be taped up. Should have the windows and doors. So let's go ahead and start doing some windows. All right, so we're gonna start by taping everything else, not the doors or windows. Tape it all, start from the bottom, so when you overlap, the water doesn't get in. Everyone out there saying you're pregnant, you could be working.
Here we go.
They see me rolling, they hate him. I've had a lot of pride building this house by myself, but it is awesome having, Danielle out here working with me again. It's been a minute, but hey, we got this, even though it's freaking hot. So as you can see, we got the whole front done. And before I start this next part of doing the doors and windows, I just want you guys to know there is a lot of different ways to do this, especially with zip system. There's different house wraps, there's all sorts of stuff. So if you want to learn from us, sure, do what we do. If you think we did it wrong, that's fine. You can comment down below and tell people which channel to watch if you think we did it wrong. But I'm going to do it the absolute best way I possibly know how to do it with what we're doing and our situation. So the first thing I'm going to do, make sure that this is as clean as possible, and then cut the corners, make sure everything is nice and clean. You don't want stuff penetrating through your tape. A lot of people cut it with different types of saws, sawzalls, all that type of stuff. I love using a router with a flush bit, and you get a perfect cut. I just didn't have one with me, so I wasn't gonna wait. That's why I went ahead and cut it this way. Just make sure you do it the best you possibly can and make sure it's not overhanging or anything. And then just clean this sucker down. And then we're gonna use the same zip system tape. They do make wider, which I wish we would have had that, but we don't, but it's okay. The way I'm going to tape it is going to overlap and everything will be good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and overlap that a little bit. This tape is very sticky, and as you can tell, the tape's about halfway up, and I'm gonna cover that spot right there. Bring it all the way across, and then try to keep it pretty close to the same if you can. Don't cut your zip system, just the tape. And then now that we have that, you can bend it, and they make some other ones that is super flexible. This is not that flexible. So what I'm going to do is cut right here, kind of at an angle, and then I'm gonna bend that in. You guys should be able to see right here, cut it at an angle, bend it in, and really stretch it and get it on there good. And then this part, we're just gonna fold down and make sure you try not to get creases. Sometimes it's super hard with this tape. So it looks like that. And just really push it down good. You get your roller, roll it real good. I like to roll it before putting other tape over the top because it really gets it stuck on there. And then it's only going to do so much, but you could roll the inside, just kind of get it down on the plywood. That was Danielle asking if needed some help. She's in the AC. It is already getting super humid right now. And then now we're going to try to come in right here. I put this part first, so if water is on here and we overlap it, it's not going to go up the tape. And again, everybody does this different. So place my tape on top. I don't like to cut the whole piece at one time because this stuff is sticky. So then I'm gonna try to line it up the best I can. Hopefully this will do what I need. And this go slow. And then when you get into this crease, you really want to get it in there good. You don't want a crazy amount of tape where it's like not in there, because then your window's not going to fit right. I'll show you guys up close. We're going to try to keep it on there all the way across. And go ahead and pull some tape out, and then just slowly, I'm trying to make sure this stays on the edge right here. Slowly make it pressed against as good as you can. You can tell it is lining up with that. And that's going to come up. There you go. They do make different tools to kind of push this in, but I don't have it. So I'm going to use my pencil, and I'm really gonna just lay it in there and push against it and make sure you're really getting it in there good. And that's gonna make a good tight fit. Then again, we're gonna go ahead and roll it best we can. I didn't think I needed to explain everything. It's literally the same thing over and over. Tape, overlap tape, tape some more, overlap tape, tape some more, overlap the tape. So we got that. This next part is definitely not necessary. I'm just gonna do it because I want to. I'm gonna put another piece here on the inside like I did the bottom, so the entire piece of wood is 100% covered, just in the off chance we get water in here. Just like the instructions I just gave a minute ago, tape, overlap tape, and tape some more. I would recommend watching someone else's video if you're really, truly trying to learn how to seal a window. So now I'm gonna tape under here before I do the outside. I'm not saying that I did it wrong, this just isn't a how-to video. I really don't think we're gonna have any problems with leaking. I taped this probably more than I should have, but hey, it's our house. All right, so now that I showed you on one of them, I don't think I need to show you again. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the windows. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Check out Bandit. Might be a little loud. Bandit isn't phased from anything. She was literally born into this madness of all the crazy sounds. As you could tell, I wanted to screw it down just to make sure it's good, and then again, just taping this, doing the absolute best I can. A lot of people just would overlook this area because it's a door, but make sure you cover it. Alright, it took a little bit of time, but I got all the windows and doors and everything. I mean, the absolute best I possibly could. I mean, this whole middle section right here is covered all the way around. I think it's more than enough. And then the door is good, even on the bottom. Most people forget to do the bottom. You gotta really think about that. So I'm gonna get Danielle out here and help me start putting in these windows. This is where the house really starts coming together. All right, like we said earlier, we got black windows on the outside and they're white on the inside, so it matches our house the way we want. $250 a piece, not terrible. The first thing you want to do, dry fit it. Make sure it even fits before you start doing all the other stuff. Oh, is there foam? Oh. What on earth? So, rookie mistake, I didn't check the battery before filming all that. I ended up losing the footage, but it's okay. All I'm doing is siliconing around, and then not the very bottom, leave the bottom unsiliconed, and then screwing the window in. I didn't really show it in here, but make sure you are checking that the windows are level. You want to make sure these windows actually open, but just silicone around it, stick it in there. Oh, Becky. He's kind of scared of noises, but make sure you silicone good, make sure you put the window in, make sure you level it out, and then put the screws all the way around. It's a fairly simple process. All right, we got them all in there, got them sealed up really, really well. That, I don't even know what it is. What is it, quad? Let's see. This stuff is phenomenal. Quad OSI, tougher than the elements, and I believe it. I've never used this, and it sealed freaking amazing. So now let's see if we can't put a door on this sucker. It's been crazy. The goats just got out.
Yeah.
Oh, today has been the day of if it can go wrong, it went wrong. And on that note, we lost a bunch of footage. Yes. So please, for the love of YouTube, let this door fit. That's it. Oh, looky. Looky. Holy cow, guys, I don't think today even translates to video. It was rough. Again, everything that could go wrong went wrong, but just like if you watch Coffee Crockers, you gotta look for the upside, the bright side, the silver lining.
You handled everything with, I mean, you did great.
The best I possibly could. It was not good. I stabbed myself. I have to check my leg here in a minute, but guys, we got 4 windows and a door in, and we decided we went this door. It's a little different than what we've ever done. I like it.
I like it a lot.
I think it's gonna go really well. So here's the big question. If we're gonna paint our house black or like an iron or a dark gray, what color should that door be? We want a pop, but this door and the door on the main house are gonna match. So we need a good pop of color, not pink, not anything wild, not purple. We need a good pop. So hopefully we can figure that out, because as of right now, I think it's time to start putting siding.
That's crazy.
We have been working on this for technically 16 days at this point. We started on the 4th of July moving the camper. Technically we started on the 5th working, and as of today, so we're filming this, is the 20th. Not bad.
That's crazy.
2 weeks and we got the whole thing done. So pretty much the whole thing done. So yes, there is a little bit more zip system we have to do, but for the most part it went on great. I could not be happier. I'm tired, but could not be happier.